princess is very beautiful. If I was like her, then all the girls would like me.
Oh, Kappa Pride.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge. Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage. The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
Slander. Slander. So here is the captain, who has bounties.
Where are those mercenaries? Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sem at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
Possibly.
If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
What criminals do you need help with?
Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
I might be.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
This could be an entertaining diversion, and a good way to earn some extra silver.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
What about both? I'm too good for standard rates. Offer me something better.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
If everyone else bargains, you must have extra silver set aside for me.
Crafty! Well, since you've seen to the heart of the matter, I'll accept your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony.
It's because I'm just so good. I'm happy to help.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena.
Lady Rento in the arena. We're going to speak to her first. Let's hear the details surrounding Creative Yukong.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial arena if we needed her. You could start there.
I will. I want to hear more about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
Why was nothing done to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
Really, great justice system you have there. Could I see the scene of the crime?
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Which means the map does not exist in the game. Okay, I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
I should go. A pre-Mass Effect I should go from BioWare.
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
Creative Yukong's bounty. Fading Moon's bounty. Wait, Hui the Brave? Oh. Never mind that. Never mind that. I reloaded a save for some reason. I'll just go back to Tien's Landing and do that. Ha ha ha. Okay. Over there is the way to the Golden Way. That's where we have to go to meet up with Sun Lian. But I'm going to head down this way first. This is the way to the arena. We have to go in there to see Lady Rento. Just going to grab this. Flawed Scholar Gem and Configuration of the Dragon for Lord Lao's Furnace. Actually, what I should really do... Zinbu.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Sell a ton of shit. That's quite nice. That's over 10,000 silver? Wow. Wow. The Golden Tongue, plus 8 to our Persuade skills. That's 10,000. Mine plus 2 is whatever. Intimidation, charm. Meh. 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 Okay. Do I really... I don't really need... I don't really need... Do 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 do.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly, I...
You needed something for to witness one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
What happened? You're just gonna take that?
I sounded like you when I first got here. Now I'm finished for good. Learn about this fine Imperial arena yourself, why don't you?
I will.
Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes.
Fill your shoes?
He's
I'm gonna
always
wreck
upstairs in the
everyone
third
here.
room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Alright then, good for you. The arena. Bet taker.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you?
No, I am not.
Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on. Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Enjoy just standing there then. A scroll stand. The Imperial Champions, the Ravager, Raging Ox, and Kailan the Serpent. Maybe it's going to be us on that list as well, eventually.
These new sandals are uncomfortable after a few hours.
Good to know. Thanks. The arena. We can compete in this. It's pretty good.
In 3 years of traveling, I never found a place more lively than the heart of the Empire. It's nice to be back.
There's a bunch of things we can do. We're gonna come back to this and have a proper look around. But Lady Rento is here.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Were you looking for me? I'm Lady Rento, and I was expecting someone sent by Captain Sen.
That would be me. I'm here to talk about Creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Most con artists are. Why is Yukong wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
So your husband is jealous, presumably. How much did you give this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this.
Alright, any idea where I might find him?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
Okay.
If you happen to find Creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you?
Of course I will.
The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate, so much to do.
That's jealousy talking. Your husband's being an ass. I'll just grab this scroll stand. Oh my god. Cannibal Cookbook, Volume 1? Why is that in this kitchen?
I love the challenge of special orders.
With lemongrass. Lemongrass on the side. Lemongrass removed once cooked. Make up your damn minds.
Doggy. Doggy. And a bamboo cask. 5 silver. So there's a bunch of people here. A bunch of people with original head models as well. This game is a lot better for head models than KOTOR. So, 56 silver. Let's go this way. Just gonna head to the Scholar's Garden. Because we're meeting Lian there anyway. But then Yukong is apparently there as well.
I've missed the city. For everything wrong with the Empire right now, this place reminds me of what we're trying to save.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's very nice. So up here. The Golden Way.
The princess is very beautiful. If I was like her, then all the girls would like me.
Coming here will initiate a side quest or two. One is going to be right here.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
Such insults. Why attempt to insult me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
Well, that's just rude. Why are you doing this?
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
No, it is not. There is no point to your insults.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
What for? Explain yourself.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Alright. Why is he so different?
The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Perhaps I can reason with this Outlander.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Okay. I will teach him not to mock our culture.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
And he's in the Scholar's Garden as well. That is a quest called Outlander. Suppose I'll do that while I'm there as well. It's just up this way. There is a building here. Which is the hostel, I think? Yes. We can't go in there yet.
All those nobles with fat purses and thin intellects. I swear, heaven must look like this.
There are a lot more shrooms in heaven. I've been there. That is the stage for the play. That's another side quest that we can't do right now. This way. Hi.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person.
So are you.
Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You've changed again, Princess. Who are you now?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer.
Aha.
He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
I bet he is familiar. He is familiar because you are related. He is Sun Li.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
Well, he is. It doesn't matter what you believe. I know it, and that's enough.
Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Kin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Okay, how will I go about doing that?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
We've actually seen some of those golems already in Tien's Landing. There were a couple of them guarding the dam. I've been fighting the Lotus Assassins. How can I infiltrate them?
We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
That easy? I fought a number of them. I would be spotted.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tien's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
I do. It's a good idea. But how can I do it?
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
So there's two ways of doing it, the Executioners and the Inquisitors. You only have to do one, but I'm going to do both. You know a lot about the Assassins, why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Okay, I'll see what I can learn at the arena.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do.
You find me impressive, do you?
Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dong Gao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dong Gao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
I beg your pardon. Well, I kinda wanted to keep Sky with me, but I can't resist.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Oh, I lost the note. Okay. I never read that. It's not a huge deal. It's just her telling me about the gift, I think. Which I think I sold. Whoops. Imperial Favor, wasn't it? I think. It's not that great. It's not that great.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
There is, actually.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Ha ha ha.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Longsword.
Will you now?
Storm Dragon.
Oh, a spear. Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon against actual human enemies. Not. Oh, please. Leanne. Leanne. Stop it. Leanne. I cannot. Can I? I can put her on support. Okay. Please. Let me fight my own enemies. Thank you very much.
Storm Dragon.
I just like doing the fighting myself in this game. Followers fighting kind of get in the way of me doing harmonic combos and things. Thank you.
Meet the Executioner in the arena, or
balls.
speak with Scholar Dungao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master.
I want to speak to you first, though. Why is your servant giving me a gift?
Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor. I thank you for your courtesy. A woman always likes to hear when her gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
Am I a favourite? Then why take the risk?
Better that I give it away before Death's Hand carts it off. He has been quite brazen. Besides, it was mine by birthright to do with as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself. And to be myself, I gave you what I wished.
Okay. I thank you for the gift and the risk you took giving it.
Well, you're polite at least. Most nobles take gifts as a matter of course, especially those from a woman. But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne, destined to rule the Empire after my father, but that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the imperial succession. Or perhaps convince my father that he should be emperor by marriage.
Ugh. We cannot allow such a travesty to happen.
Indeed, we cannot. I would bite my own tongue before ever allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation. I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
Right, let's head into the Scholar's Garden. What is this? Configuration of the snake. Okay, there is Scholar Dongao for the Inquisitors. We'll leave him for now. Scholar Donga. And here we are. Floating rocks. Somehow. It's pretty. It's pretty. A bunch of scholars that you can speak to, they don't have a great deal to say. Really? I think this guy has some decent stuff to say.
Greetings, and welcome to the Scholar's Garden. I am Philosopher Zhao, one of the many masters you will see here during your visit.
It's just lore, history stuff.
I see by your accoutrements that you are not from the Imperial City. I hope your visit here is one of fulfillment and success. As sagacious Tien once said, more valuable than silk are new friends in a foreign land. If you need anything, I will be glad to assist you.
You are too kind, thank you.
As sagacious Tien once said, kind words and respectable attire are seldom a sign of true character. Only deeds reveal the intent of the soul. I am glad to help you in any way I can.
May I ask you some questions?
I am honored that you would ask me, though I must warn you, The teachings take a lifetime to learn and cannot be taught in a day. Perhaps I could explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I could recite the history of Tien if you like.
Explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I think this is the way of the open palm and the way of the closed fist.
The teachings of sagacious Tien are very simple, but the implications are astoundingly complex. At the heart of the teachings are the concepts of harmony and discord. Also referred to as the way of the open palm and the way of the fist, one cannot exist without the other, but neither can they coexist in one person. Harmony with the world comes from understanding your place in the world. An ant that believes it is a tiger will never achieve harmony. In other words, accepting your place in the world and using your skills accordingly is the optimal way of following the path of harmony. Discord is the other side of the coin. People who choose the path of discord seek their own advancement over everything else. These people will ignore the world and use whatever means necessary to raise themselves above their station. Sagacious Tien taught both harmony and discord to his students, for one cannot be fully known without the other. However, he himself followed the way of harmony. Sagacious Tien was the first emperor of the Jade Empire. He was a philosopher and a leader without compare, unifying the warring factions of his time. His teachings founded this great empire, though there was very little written about Tien himself. We do know that he brought peace to the people of the empire, and since that time, his teachings have guided hundreds of generations of followers.
Okay.
Of course. As you wish.
Let's just go this way. The Outlander is over there. I'm not going to do that just yet.